Whatever you create is less than you, the creator. So you can create a fortune, you can create another one. So this is the power of which I speak. I am not speaking of any earthly power. Many a man this night, last year I was in Barbados for a few months, and my brother who has made quite a fortune, and he was talking about these men, and he didn't realize what he was saying. He mentioned 5 men, all multimillionaires. And when he got through telling me of this, how they worked so hard, and they did all this, and have all this money, I said, Vic, you admire them? Why, certainly. They're powerful. I said, what's powerful? You just painted 5 biographies for me. Word pictures of 5 men. The last one you painted is only 63 years old. He has, you tell me, about 25 millions. And you have to tell him when to eat. He doesn't know. Doesn't know his name. Doesn't know anything. And all of a sudden they put the food in his mouth and they say, chew. And then he chews. And he keeps on chewing forever. And they'll say, swallow. And he swallows. And you call that a man? So he has 25 million, so what? And the others, so they give all their time, what, making money, just making things. And every one you have mentioned and is fine for me, well, I wouldn't put anyone, my worst enemy if I had one, in his place. So he has money, and he's totally unaware of the fact that he has 1 nickel. So he has 25 million. And that's what you call a man. Well, that's not my concept of a man. I am telling you something entirely different, Vic. You have lots of money, may never happen to you. So you have millions too. You want to be like that? All these fellows are demented. They give their entire life to the making and amassing of things, and they started to worship things. Don't you start worshiping things. You start worshiping God, and only God, and God is your own wonderful human imagination. And don't you forget it. And so don't be concerned about what you have accumulated as things in the world. Find God and worship only God. And God is not on the outside. You'll never see him on the outside. You'll see him within, because can you see I am? You can see I am a man, and see the man reflected. And you can see every concept you hold of self, but the conceiving being you don't see. That's God. My concept of myself could be this, that, or the other. The concepts will be reflected in society. And men will tell me who I am conceiving myself to be, but no man knows who I really am. I, the conceiver, they don't know. But they know what I've conceived myself to be. My bank balance will tell the banker what I've conceived myself to be in the financial world. And all these concepts, men will see concepts, but they can't see me, the conceiver. Well, don't forget the conceiver. That's God. And that being is your own wonderful I amness. That's God. And there never was another. And never will be another. So God is bringing forth his own being, because he's buried in us, and he's bringing it up to enter the stream of creativity. So that the same one being, God is infinite in potential, but God is not infinite in actual fact, because then he'll be dead. He couldn't expand. He couldn't go beyond what he is. So God is ever expanding. There's no limit to expansion. There was only a limit to contraction. He took upon himself that limit when he became Neville. That was the limit of contraction, the limit of opacity. Now he breaks the shell by my exercising within me of the law of repentance. And so I exercise my imagination. And then he breaks the shell. Now there's no limit now to expansion, no limit to translucence. There was only a limit he placed upon himself, which was the limit of death, which is opacity and contraction. So God is infinite in potential. And everyone here is going to join that wonderful stream of creativity and be one with God. Now when you hear it, don't just hear it and forget it. Try it. Put it to the extreme test. And then tell another. And have the other tell someone else. And spread the good news. This is called the gospel. Well, the word gospel simply means good news. It's the good news about God. How God became man, that man may become God. Well, if God's name is I am, and I know I say I am, it's the core of my being. I can get over being rich, but I can't get over being I am. So he actually became the core of my being. That's the center. Well, no, that's my being. Well, if that is God, and that's my being, well, he became me. God actually became me, that I may become as he is. He took upon himself this limitation, that I may become what he is, which is infinite, and expand forever. So you try it tonight. Try it with anything in this world. The unmarried, if you desire to be married, what symbol in the world would imply that you are married? A little band in this Western world, a little band around this finger. Not around any other finger, around this finger. It doesn't have to be the biggest aspidastra in the world. Just a plain little gold ring. If you wore it there, it would imply you're married. Sleep tonight as though you wore one. Don't put your physical thumb on it. Put your imaginary thumb on it. And feel it in your imagination. You can do it. Feel a ball. Can you feel it? Then feel a piece of silk. Feel this, one after the other. Can you discriminate between all these different sensations? If you can discriminate between this and a tennis ball and a baseball and a piece of silk, then you can't discriminate between nothings. They must exist, though unseen by your eyes, they still must exist. So if I can discriminate between these unseen objects, these objects, though unseen, must be real. Well, now take that and put it there. But feel when you wear it that you are proud of the one who put it there. You don't have to see what he looks like. When it's put there, you'll be proud of his name, to bear it, and you'll be proud of him. Just put it there. You know why I know that? My wife did it.